everybody, it's Marion, and today we are going to embark on a big journey. This is gumbo. My second video cooking is going to be gumbo. Really, it's not that hard. The only difficult part could be the roux. And I do have a friend in Louisiana that makes skinny roux. So if anybody's interested in gumbo, but you don't want the carbohydrates, which I don't think there's a lot in gumbo anyway, but if you want to purchase some skinny roux, you just go on Amazon and you put it in your search bar and it'll come right up. So let me start by saying gumbo is delicious, and it's pretty much of a winter meal. And I like potato salad with my gumbo. A lot of people like rice and potato salad. So, but I prefer potato salad. I have some store-bought potato salad in the fridge. I also have a package of Success instant rice. So I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to use. But let's get going on the ingredients first. I've got a lot of stuff written down here. So what you're going to need to make the roux, you're going to need oil. I don't use vegetable oil, so I'm going to use, I had coconut oil, but it expired, so I had to throw that out. I have bacon grease, which I'm not sure if you can use that. I'm going to ask somebody from Louisiana that makes gumbo on a regular basis if you can use bacon grease. I don't see why you couldn't. It has to have a high smoking point, higher than 375 Fahrenheit. So if you, so I like the darker roux. But anyway, let's get back to your ingredients. So 3/4 cup of flour and 1/4 cup of vegetable oil or peanut oil, refined coconut oil, virgin or extra light olive oil. I don't like vegetable oil. That's too inflammatory for me. I'm trying to keep it low. And so, or any fat or oil with a smoking point higher than 375 Fahrenheit. Okay, so use a stainless steel or cast iron frying pan and stir it constantly on a medium heat until a dark caramel color is obtained. I'm going to use my cast iron frying pan with a wooden spoon. Okay, let's see. What else you're going to need is once you get your roux mixture to a certain color that you like, you add in onions, chopped up onions, and green peppers if you want. Or you can get what we call the Trinity, which is onions, celery, and green peppers. I'm just going to use probably the onions, but we'll go through this once we get out in the kitchen. Okay, so then you're going to want some smoked sausage and chicken. Now, I use store-bought chicken. I use a rotisserie chicken, which I made my my bone broth with the other day with my first recipe. And I picked all the meat off of that, and I'm going to use that meat for the gumbo. So you can also take a whole chicken if you want to. Put that in a pan, bring it to a boil, cook it until it's all done, and then pick off the meat, and that can be your chicken or your ingredients also if you want to. Let's see. It says here add chicken broth, but I'm going to use the broth that I made the other day. Okay, so what else you're going to need is smoked paprika or regular paprika. That's what I have. I don't have smoked right now. Thyme, garlic powder, Cajun spice like Tony Chachere's or Slap Ya Momma. I have Slap Ya Momma, so that's what I will be using. So I think that's it, and I will also put all this down in the comments below. Okay, now that you have, okay, so making the roux is the longest part of the gumbo. And be very, very careful when you are stirring it, when you're cooking the flour and the oil, because it's very, very hot and it will burn you. If you drop any, don't pick it up with your hands. Use paper towel or something because it will burn. Okay, so I think that is it. Some darker, okay, so the longer you cook the oil and the flour, the darker your gumbo is going to be. And that's what I like. And that's got that potent flavor of gumbo. You can really taste it and it's so good. Okay, I'm going to go prepare stuff in the kitchen and we will continue with this in the kitchen. Okay, so we've got the stove set up, and I did speak to a friend of mine in Louisiana, and they said, no, don't use the bacon grease because it may end up tasting like bacon. So, and not that that's a bad idea, but bacon doesn't belong in gumbo. So, here's my wonderful, beautiful chicken broth right there. And I'm getting that on the stove just to get it warmed up. And then we've got the pan right there and the spoon. We got the flour over there. And we're gonna measure out some almond avocado oil. Okay, so I just asked Alexa about the avocado oil, and it has a smoking point of 500. I just saw it on the bottle. And olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, only has a smoking point of 374. So we're going with the avocado oil. Okay, so I have a full cup of flour right here. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, okay. So that's a full cup of flour, and I didn't have a 3/4 measuring cup, so I've got the avocado oil in this. So let's turn the heat on. I'm going to put it on medium. I'm just going to add the oil and let that come to a sizzling hot temperature, and then we're going to add the flour. So, like I said, this is going to take a while, so I'll be going back and forth with the camera so that you don't have to be bored watching me wait and watch for the oil to boil. All right, all right. All right, so we will be back directly. Okay, it seems to be hot enough now to add the flour. So here we, sorry. Here we go. Now if I mess up, I'm going to mess up on camera. And this is King Arthur's all-purpose organic flour. And that's what I use for all my baking because it's the healthiest white flour that you can get. Not that any flour is healthy, but it's certainly better than all the enriched gold medal and all that out there. We don't want anything else in our flour but wheat. We don't want it bleached. We don't want it enriched. We just want plain flour. So it's coming up really nice. It is really getting, I'm going to turn it down a little bit though, because it's just sizzling a little bit too much. But this is what you do for the next, probably, I would say 45 minutes to an hour before this flour gets nice and caramel. And when that does, when that happens, I will be back and to show you what it looks like. show you what it looks like right now. See how it's bubbling up there? Well, you gotta keep stirring it continuously. So I will be back when that is done. I added just about 1/4 cup more of flour. As you can see, it's getting a little thicker, but I think it needed just about 1/4 cup more of flour. So it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and you stir it and stir it and stir it. So it's only been about 15 minutes since I've started this roux process. So I'm just going to continue stirring, stirring, and stirring. When it changes color, I'll be back to show you what it looks like. So you can see already how dark the roux is getting. And you can smell it also. It's got a very strong, not burn smell, but a very strong flavor. Like it's going to be really, really robust. That's what I'm trying to, and I've got this heat now down almost to low, but you can see the change in the color of the roux already. And it's only been like 15-20 minutes that I've been stirring this. But the color is changing for the nice dark color that we want. We want a dark caramel color. Or you say caramel, I see caramel, whatever. It's that color that we are looking for. And it's almost there, so it's not been as long as I expected. It has not been an hour by any stretch, so it's a good, I would say 25-35 minutes. Alright, I'm going to continue stirring. I'll be back. Again, I'm still stirring, but you can see how dark it's getting. So really, really nice color. But I want it a little darker than that, so I'm going to keep stirring and stirring and watching. But I think that this is my first time I've actually made a roux for gumbo in 12 years. And the last time it was with assistance from another girl that was that helped me, who has since passed away. And so I'm going to dedicate this roux to her. Alright, I'm going to continue this and I'll be back. Okay, now you see how nice and dark that color is. That's what we're looking for. It could be even darker, but I think that I would need a little more flour in there to get it darker. But I turned off the heat, and now I'm going to go chop up an onion, and I'm going to add it to the roux and let it sit there and get softened. So I will be back. Chop up this small onion, and I'm going to add it to the roux and let it soften up. Okay, as you can see, the pan is turned off and it is still simmering like crazy. And I just added those rough chopped onions. So that's going to sit there for a little bit while I get the rest of the gumbo prepared. Okay, so what I did was I took a little of the bone broth that I made and I'm adding it to the roux. And it's making a really nice, beautiful, thick gravy substance. In fact, I'm going to add more to it because I don't want it to get I don't want it to turn lumpy. And this, in this frying pan here, is going to go into the rest of the bone broth. Maybe not the rest of it, because I think what I'm going to do is save some out for in case anybody gets a little cold and needs some bone broth. You know, that's so good for you. It's got a lot of collagen in it. And so that's what I'm going to do. But as you can see, this is still very hot, and you've got to be very careful that you do not splash it, because it will burn you bad. This is an emergency room treatment if you get burned with this stuff. But look how nice it's looking. Look how nice that gravy's looking. Yum. Oh. Look at that. It's nice and thick. Oh, this is going to be a good gumbo. And like I said, this is the first time I've made this with homemade roux in 12 years. The other I made with jarred roux that you get in Walmart. But I don't know if you can find it here, because it's mostly in Louisiana and South that way. Alright, I am going to... I'll show you in a minute what I'm going to do next. Okay, so there is the jar of bone broth that I'm keeping for us in case we need it. There is the gumbo pot with the bone broth in it. And there is the roux. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chop up the sausage, and I'm going to get the chicken out. So, be right back again. Okay, so this is my chicken that I'm going to cut up a little bit more, and this is the andouille sausage. So I'm going to chop that up, and I'm going to get that in the pan. Then we're going to add the Slap Your Mama, some garlic powder, some thyme, paprika, and some salt and pepper. All right, stay tuned. Okay, I've got the chicken all chopped up. I've already put the sausage in, and now we're going to start adding the roux. Okay, this also we have to do very gently because of the roux being so hot. So I'm just going to take it spoonful by spoonful and adding it into the gumbo pot here. It's really turned out so fantastic, the color. And I hope it's going to taste. Now, I don't have all of the sausage in here. I figured I would see how much I needed more. And I think I'm probably going to need more, because this is, we need to have some meat in here. It's really, now when we eat this, well, when I eat it, I always I have the potato salad on the side, and then I take a spoonful of the gumbo and a spoonful of the potato salad, and that's the way I eat it. It's so good. And this is turned down very, very low, but I'm going to up it a little bit just to, because we want it to get a little bit thicker, and it will because of the flour that we have in here. There we go. I think we got it all. I'll probably put a little juice in here just to clean up the pan. But look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Let me put you a little closer. Yeah, that's going to be good. That is going to be really, really good. And you have to keep stirring this for a little bit too, not continuously, but just so it doesn't get stuck on the bottom. Clean out this pan a little bit more. And there. Now I'm going to let that cook for a little bit. Oh, we're going to do the spices next. That's what we'll do. And I'm going to do the spices just to taste for myself because I know how I like it. So first we're putting in the garlic. I would say about a tablespoon of garlic powder. And probably a tablespoon of Slap Your Mama. That's going to give it a little bit of a heat. And then some paprika. Probably about a tablespoon of that too. And then I don't think I'm going to do much thyme. I think I'm just going to do like a pinch like that. And then just squeeze it in between your fingers a little bit to break up those thyme leaves. And then just put it in there like that. There. And then I'm going to take this salt, which is coarse Celtic salt, and I'm just going to add that to it because it's very, very, very salty. And then I'm going to take a teaspoon of pepper. It's pepper, black pepper. There, and that should be that. Now we're going to let it simmer for a little bit more, and then we're going to give it a little taste test. Yeah, I think I need more meat in here. I'm going to put more sausage in here. There we go. I think I'm going to cover it and just let it cook for a little bit. I love, how was the gumbo?
The gumbo was exceptionally delicious.
And how was the flavor?
It was very flavorful and spicy.
Okay. And was it robust enough?
I don't know what robust means, but yes.
Okay, phone has charged up, and I am going to show you now the gumbo. That is all done. And we have obviously tried it already. And it is delicious. Pretty good job, if I say so myself. Let me see if I can turn this up a little. There we go. So, like I said earlier, it's been about 12 years since I made a pot of gumbo because my daughter always made it and she made it superbly. So this one was really, really good. I will put all the ingredients and directions down in the description box. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell. You'll be notified when I upload another video. And mostly these videos are going to be cooking videos or baking videos. I think my next one is going to be banana bread. So with walnuts in it. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget to be kind to one another. It is a rough world out there. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.